Hello and welcome to a new campaign start here on the channel. This time we are playing Shogun 2, a much beloved game in the Total War franchise. For me, this is actually my very first official campaign in this game, on and off record. I don't really have a good reason to why it has taken me so long to try a campaign out. I guess that when the game was released, I didn't really play any of the Total War games for a couple of years back then. So I guess that plays its part. And since returning, I haven't really gotten myself to it. So this one has been a long time coming. I have watched and read a couple of guides and done a couple of pre-playthroughs, as I like to call them, prior to this, where I basically play a couple of turns to try to see what's going on, to help me decide which path to take, which is pretty much standard procedure when doing a ThisIsTotalWar campaign in my book. And if it's enough to make it, that very much remains to be seen. This may be a bit premature, but let's go at it. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. Hope you will enjoy this Let's Play and decide to click that subscribe button. I focus mainly on ThisIsTotalWar campaigns in various Total War titles, where I declare war on everyone the first turn I encounter them, and never take part in any peace treaties. You will also see other types of Total War content, maybe a playthrough of another game from time to time. And to you guys who are fellow subscribers, mental fist bump. And I know we haven't even started the campaign yet, but every single little like, comment, watched ad, minute of the episode is all very appreciated. Not only does it help the channel grow, but first and foremost it all contributes to my charity work for Suicide Zero. All revenue will go to this organization until the 10th of November 2023. Together we can add to the work for suicide prevention. With that out of the way, let's get started. As you know by the thumbnail, you know that we are going to play with the Takeda. I have been kind of toying around which faction to play as, but what makes it Takeda basically comes down to this, and that they are the master of horses, and I like my cavalry. So we do have the improved morale for cavalry, and we can recruit superior cavalry and reduced recruitment cost and upkeep for all cavalry. So all this sounds really good. And besides, I like the color scheme, black and red. We're going on legendary difficulty, domination campaign, I guess. We do not have the advisor. I usually don't like to play with a battle time limit, but this time we are going with the 60 minutes. We don't want to search for other players in drop-in. But I heard that there could, I don't know if in what kind of situations, but at times the AI could bug out. So in that case, you want to have the time limit on so you don't get stuck on the battlefield. So I guess that's where we're going. As for mods, we are using the Shogun 2 HD and Sengoku campaign retexture to improve the game's appearance, but nothing that affects gameplay. I'm going to enjoy the intro. If you don't want to do that, I'll make sure to leave a timestamp down below so you can jump directly to the gameplay. See you on the campaign map.
1545. This is Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shoguns have ruled from Kyoto. Great splendor and power were theirs. Now the overmighty clans no longer obey. The time has come for a new warlord to become Shogun. But who will be victorious? Takeda lands have always provided for our people. Our enemies are many and envious. They threaten our borders and look for any weakness. To be Takeda is to be born in the saddle. We are master horsemen. Our cavalry astound all. Let others march. We ride. We fly. Like storms in the mountains, we thunder in battle. Bishamonten, the war god, has woken. Now is the time to defeat our enemies. All will bow to the Takeda clan. We wait no longer. Destiny calls! We are the Takeda. Masters of Kai province for centuries, we have always faced aggression from neighboring clans. While we have come to terms with the Imagawa and the Hojo in recent years, the Shinano warlords have been unrelenting in their crusade to seize our lands and crush the clan. Our first priority should be to ensure that an end is put to the Shinano incursions. The Murakami of North Shinano have repeatedly invaded Kai, so bringing them to heel will afford us the chance to build up our military strength. From there, we can proceed into South Shinano, establishing a position at the heart of Honshu, and securing a source of quality stone to supplement our construction and trade efforts. Our relationship with the Imagawa has grown strong in the recent years, and I recommend keeping this as such. Their aid would be most welcome should hostilities resume against the Hojo, and we expand into the Kanto area. As our clan grows in stature, the Shogun is bound to take action against us. Our proximity to Kyoto makes us a potential threat to the Shogunate, and we must be prepared to withstand his attempts at subjugation. If they do not relent, then we will be forced to take action ourselves for the greater good of Japan. In that event, we must be prepared to fend off all who would attack us, no matter from where that threat emerges. If the Shogun wishes to halt our expansion, let him come here and reckon with us himself.
Welcome to the campaign map, guys. Mission issue: the Shinano warlords. Objective: defeat an army belonging to the following clan: Murakami. And then we get the dreaded force. So, and that's actually
to become Shogun.
So, as we could see in the intro, we are very much not prone, but encouraged to go and take North Shinano and then South Shinano to acquire stone. As I did this in my pre-playthrough, I ended up, felt like I ended up being in a hornet's nest over in the north. So we're actually going to take a different path and try to make it that way. But first things first, let's get our daimyo in and go deal with these guys. Dry weather conditions sound fine by me. Let's start deployment.
Takedaの武者どもよ、己の役目を忘れるな。立ちさばきを天に任せれば、おのずと運は開かれる。敵軍を地獄に送るのじゃ。体を張って敵を撃て。ここが我が軍の生命線。ここを破られたら、勝利への希望は絶たれる。我が敵は奴らの領主と一門に忠誠を誓う勇敢な侍どもだ。あの者どもを滅ぼすとなると心が痛むが、これも運命のなせる技。仕方なかろう。皆に名門の証見せて信ぜよう。 この栄えある勝利は我らのさらなる勲章となる。
Well, they are so awesome, those general speeches. You won't listen to every single one, but I just wanted to listen to this one, at least. Alright, so the first fight here, it's not a particularly difficult fight, but it still comes with some difficulties, because we need to make sure that we are in a really, really good shape here. In a really, really good shape. So that requires us to try to be as precise as possible. So we're going to try to lure at least one of the Yashigaras to come out and finish him off by skirmish. And see if we could get it done that way. And these guys, we would kind of like to set up somewhere along the lines. I think I want the Yashigarus to kind of walk, yeah, 4 ranks deep. And the samurai somewhere along the lines like that. Or maybe like this. Have you standing just behind. I think that's good enough. Keep our 2 generals, or our daimyo and our brother, I do believe, close by. We have his range here. Yeah, that should work. If we approach by the side here, should at least be able to get one of their attention to start going after us. But we need to be very, very careful for those bow Ashigarus. But obviously, I'm still discovering how the game works, how the units work, strength, weaknesses, what's sort of OP and all that stuff. But it did not take me long to notice that the bows are actually quite powerful. You can absolutely melt our cavalry, or units in general. So it works both way, I guess. Yeah, we have them on the hook. We have them on the hook, so let's use your inspire when the time comes. Or let's wait a bit. Let's wait a bit. Let's get inside. Inspire the bow Ashigaras. And then they will fire. While they're moving past us. Looks like they might. But that's why we have these guys here. I guess it's fine. So Ashigaru, start moving it back. No, they're turning back. So give them a volley in their backs again. Completely isolated from the main force. Wavering. Well. Should be able to escape still here. Adjust your position. What are you doing? Oh, shattered. Let our daimyo take all the glory. Yeah, we didn't look off the fire well. That's why. And we'll see if it's possible to lure yet another one. That remains to be seen. Probably should have you in Yari Ball if we are taking by surprise, I guess. Let's get you food. You do not have the Inspire, but our Daimyo have. Well, let's see if we could lure one more. Let's see if we could lure one more. Or even... You know what? We're going to push over our lines a bit. Maybe something like that, maybe. Have we dealt with them? 7 left, that's okay. So now let's have you returning here. So maybe not the most exciting fight you will ever see. But rest assured, I think this is quite necessary. We need to pull off a really good result in this fight. Meaning I don't want to take too many casualties, simply as that. Especially, get their attention. Can we get their attention? No. Go, go, go. I think we're able to dodge them. We're close though. Hard to see. It's rather hard to see where they're actually going to land their hits, as I can't see their range. I cannot see their range. I don't know if that's the setting. I should probably look into that. If you know about it, please let me know. That would be very much appreciated. But at the same time, it's good. It keeps me on my toes, I guess. Oh well. We could have had the opportunity to strike them, I guess. Which one of you have the Inspire trait left? Be careful now. Be careful now. And yes, feel free to fire at will. Washigarus. You're going to need to use them. Get those guys. Now things can quickly come out of hand. Which one are they firing at? Are Yashigarus, I think.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Need to be really, really careful here, so don't get caught by their Yari cavalry. Want them to shatter. Want them to shatter. Perfect. Wavering. Losing quite a few men doing this. Get back now, for Pete's sake. They are coming. Oh, many 66. Still no Inspire on him. Good. Smashing against the Yari cab. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. Okay.
My lord, a glorious
No friendly fire
victory
now,
will
please.
soon be yours.
Well, that's the victory ride. That is the victory ride. Ooh, perfect. Let's continue, because we are going to try to chase these guys down. I doubt we will get to the Yari cab. Let's get the experience on these guys. Have you chasing if you can. Alright guys, I'll meet you back on the campaign map. We lost 84 men. I guess that's acceptable. A few though of our Yari Ashigarus and the Yari Samurai, and a few on our generals, but that's fine. Our Takeda light cavalry is intact, which is nice. Let's close that. How many of them are left? Threaded force mission successful. I want to finish them off, but I don't think we will have the movement points, or maybe we will. To get back, I mean. So, even this one I'm going to do manually in trying to limit the losses, I think. Okay, maybe I got a bit reckless with our general, but we need to protect him in the fights to come. But we have ranked up a bit with him, give him a bit of experience. Same thing with the Takeda light cavalry down to 40. I think that's going to be fine. And if I remember correctly now, we can move the cav to start replenishing a tiny bit, but not the infantry. General increase, Takeda Shingen. Yeah, we're just on the wrong side. But for the cav, we can do it. So we have to live with not getting the infantry and our Ashigaru bows replenished. But the cavalry, still. 4 turns, 10 turns, 15 turns. So we really need to protect him now. Alright, so what do we want to go for here? I guess we are going the second rank with the campaign movement ranged. Under this one's command. We have a retainer. What can we get? Minus 5% to character chance of being assassinated. Or +1 to loyalty if general, or to honor if daimyo. Waka poet. That's important for us. Because we are going to lose honor. We're going to go down to 2 honor. And I do not completely understand this honor thing. Just that it has some quite big effects. I don't know the specifics of it, but you don't want to have too low honor. I understand that much, and what we can earn that getting retainers and by other means like getting heroic victories and such. But we can also lose honor, and that's what we're going to do now, basically, because we are going to get into diplomacy. We're going to lose honor by breaking a couple of deals, but first we are going to try to get some money out of the Imagawa. So
There is always a welcome for you.
if
and
we
a
join
receptive audience
their
for your
wars with
ideas.
the Oda, we should be able to get a fair bit of money. Demand. Oh, let's start with 2,000. We might be able to come to an agreement. Right. Right, so let's try 500 then. Good.
A wise proposal, and one that favors us all. We are.
So we have joined the war against the
friend is
Oda, but I don't
always
think
welcome,
we will
especially
see them
in
for a
these
while.
times of trouble.
We need
Come,
all the money we can
let us
get.
talk.
Yeah. Can we get anything else? Offer access, indefinite payment. Let's just see. Let's go with 100 just to see if they would take it. Satisfactory. Okay, let's try. Let's try a bit more then. Okay. Payments. Demand 150 seems to be the sweet spot then, maybe. No, we can only get 100. Demand trade or embargo. Request trade rate. No. Single payment. Yes. So that's what we can get from the Imagawa, I reckon. Could we get anything from the Hojos? Okigayatsu. We are at war with them.
My friend,
Yes.
welcome.
No, we cannot.
Come, speak your wisdom, and I will give
We
your
offer them-
words due consideration.
Doing the same thing here. Unacceptable. Alright, never mind then. I think this is the money we can get out of it. So let's... First, the Hojo is the closest one, and that's our first target. And if we could get them... If we declare war on them,
In a
your allies
spirit of
Imagawa, they
friendship,
will most likely
speak
join,
of-
right? Thank you for that. And we need to go all the way in down here again. The Kiso.
My friend, welcome. Come, speak your wisdom, and I will give your words
Arranged
due
marriage.
consideration.
Demand wife. Suitable daughters. Well, it's satisfactory. Make proposal. Yeah, let's take her as a wife.
Come,
I mean, why not?
let us take tea and talk. Then
No
after
one is
we
going to
have
make that
agreed,
deal
what
ever again.
other
So we'll
pleasures
just
will
let's
we
secure
enjoy?
that while we can. Declare war now and get the Imagawa right into this one as well. Perfect. So the Hojo, the Kiso, and we are already at war with the Murakami, and we have the Okigayatsu. We can trade, yeah, but we are going to declare war against
I
them.
will listen.
So Imagawa is being dragged into all these wars, and now we are going to be dishonorable. Very friendly. Kind of, yeah,
My
stings a
friend.
bit.
I'm ready to listen to your every word. What I can do for you, I will do for you.
Fair enough. So now we are at war with all our encountered clans, which is 5 at the very moment. That number will certainly grow. So according to finance, what we're going to jack up the taxes to very high, and I'm going to alter between these two, at least in the very beginning, because as far as I understood from one of the guides, you know, the amount of wealth generated, I understand that the amount of wealth generated won't simply help us in the if we are not playing a very long campaign, and the most campaign ends about 70 to 80 turns, something like that. So I'm going to try to play a bit with the taxes here to jack up our income as much as possible here early on without triggering our rebellion, if that makes sense. Very well. So we are having that mastery of the arts. And we need to go firstly with the way of chi in order to get to build the market. Because we're going to get the market, and we want to get this one as well to reduce the upkeep. But take this one first and then get a couple of them Bushido. Maybe we should even start with that one. We get the +1 to morale directly. It's still going to take us 4 turns until we get that, because when it takes 3 turns to build a stronghold, which we're going to. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's get that one first. Diplomacy, clan management. Not much to do here, I reckon. So is it something else I'm missing? Just want to make sure. And we're going to spam the recruitment now. Should we start with a couple of them Yari Ashigaris, I do believe. 5 or even one of them or one of them. Want to strengthen those lines directly. Do have one, these two. Yeah, might as well recruit them first to strengthen that. Oh yeah, let's move on, methinks.
For riding down.
Light cavalry, bow Ashigaru's mounting unrest. And now, master of Baijutsu, Takeda bow cavalry. I'm not particularly interested in the bow cavalry. So now we are on the red. And we can make that for one turn. If we would leave it for another, then a rebellion would spawn. But we jack it down to normal, and we are on the green again. That way we should be fine. Very much like Empire Total War, actually. So it feels familiar, definitely. Move you as fast or as far as you can. And you. Join ranks here, and we are going to keep Nobushige here. Get you like this, because we are going to start marching down here, and I imagine we will bump into the Imagawa pretty much directly. And recruit 2 more Yari Ashigarus to accompany us. We have 2 cavalry. The Yari Samurai, yes, their upkeep is twice as much, but I've been toying with in my pre-playthroughs to disband them, but they have proven to be very useful as well as an elite unit in the army. So let's keep them for now. Recruit those guys. Well, yeah, I'll proceed yet another turn. Okigayatsu want a peace treaty. We decline. The Way of the Chi mastered. Now studying Zen. Mission issue takes North Shinano, and this is very tempting to get this inspired endeavors, which would grant us plus 25% wealth generated by buildings across all provinces. I just think we're better off trying to conquer, setting our target at Izu and Zagami, and then we get, and also here in Musashi. But it also depends on the actions of the Imagawa. Let's put you, actually going to be quite aggressive. We're gonna make it within 1 turn. Let's stay here in order to get that last piece of replenishment. Now let's see. 1 more turn. Yeah. Kind of would like to get that 950. 1 turn until we can get, and I think that's 800, right? Now we can jack up the taxes once again. Would like 1 more bow Ashigaru and 1 more cavalry, methinks, but probably 1 more Yari Ashigaru first. Go there, we can still get the market, right? 1 Yari, 1, okay. Perfect, let's Quartermaster report. Let's proceed. No, Mastery of the Arts, Bushido. Food shortage, Kai. Mounting unrest. So let's once again adjust our taxes. Nani Yoja. Still rather strange. Let's get you guys to join. Then we have, I would like 1 more bow. But that's yes, we're going to suffer attrition now. But that's a price I'm willing to take. Continue with the Ashigarus. Rejected, yeah. Well, bow Ashigaru's instruction. Get the market. We can get 1 more. On the other hand, let's get 1 bow Ashigaru instead, because I'm expecting an attack from someone here. And 2 Ashigarus, the retainers, and Takeda Nobushige should be able to hold out now. And in order to get this army where I want it short term, I want 1 more bow Ashigaru. So yeah, let's proceed. Slightly larger than I would have thought. Perhaps not. 2 Ashigarus against all this. Should we be able to beat it? I guess we're going to roll the dice on it. Could almost get 1 back. Very well. Let's wait with it and go ahead here and assault the city. So this is where we continue in the next episode, guys. A rather slow start, but we will pick speed up as we go. I want to thank you very much for watching. Remember, leave that like if you enjoyed the episode, subscribe if you haven't, and until the next one, have a good one.